This is Chicago. At the dawn of the 21st century, Chicago's media was dominated by a handful of major corporations. But a resistance movement arose to free Chicago's media from their clutches. One player in this movement is the Chicago Independent Media Center and its TV show, Chicago Independent Television. The Independent Media Center is a worldwide network of grassroots correspondents committed to using the tools of the media for promoting social and economic justice. You are watching this month's dispatch from the Chicago Independent Media Center.
Welcome to Chicago Independent Television, a collection of progressive video reports by grassroots media workers produced free from corporate or commercial support or influence. I'm your host, Veronica Castro. In this episode, we'll join the 2011 Chicago Gay Pride Parade, where supporters organized on behalf of the jailed soldier and alleged WikiLeaker Bradley Manning. Then we'll join with the Chicago Water Rights Group, fighting against efforts to privatize Chicago's public water supply. And we'll learn about the health dangers of genetically modified foods at a protest at a Chicago Whole Foods. Stay with us.
Chicago Independent Television is not brought to you by AT&T, the company lobbying hard to destroy network neutrality and public access television. Learn more at SaveTheInternet.com. AT&T, your world degraded. Nor by Blackwater, a worldwide leader in security and murder. Learn more at blackwaterbook.com. Blackwater, we kill innocent Iraqis so that you can feel more secure.
Mr. Bishop, I want to use this picture on the front page of our next issue.
Oh, come down, Nancy. We can't print a picture like that. Paper is read by people all over the city. Just think what a picture like that would do to the reputation of our newspaper.
I don't think we should hide things just because they're unpleasant. How do we stop things like this if we don't let the people know they're happening?
Welcome back to Chicago Independent Television. The soldier Bradley Manning has been jailed for allegedly leaking hundreds of thousands of secret government cables to the whistleblower website WikiLeaks. Here's a segment about Manning and efforts to raise attention to his plight at, of all places, the 2011 Gay Pride Parade.
We're here at the 2011 Gay Pride Parade. I'm part of the Bradley Manning contingent that's calling for the immediate release of Bradley Manning. Bradley Manning is a private first class of the Army who is accused of leaking files to the organization WikiLeaks. Part of that group of files leaked is the video Collateral Murder, which shows a slew of Army soldiers just massacring civilians in the streets outside of Baghdad. So we have a situation in which, over the past 10 years, illegal wars have been ravaged all over the world, specifically the Middle East, and no war crimes have ever been prosecuted. However, it is seemingly more illegal to bring attention to these crimes. And if Bradley Manning is the one who actually leaked these files, then he is a hero, and should be released immediately. These leaks have brought attention to if there was any doubt before, it has shown beyond the shadow of a doubt the illegal nature of the wars all over the Middle East, specifically Iraq. Iraq has been like the biggest, most blatant violation of international law that has led to the deaths of over 1 million people and displaced over 5 million people. So the notion that someone should be jailed for bringing attention to this, let alone doing anything significant to stop it, is absurd. And that's why I'm here today. I'm here to tell people, because I think there's a lot of people that are extremely sympathetic to it. Everybody knows how illegal these wars have been and how flagrant of a violation it's been. And we're just here out to get the word out, because the trial will be this fall, and our goal and the Free Bradley Manning contingent in Chicago is to make as much noise as possible to bring attention to Bradley Manning, what he's accused of doing, and the importance of that action in ending these wars of terror all over the world.
Is Bradley Manning gay?
Yes, actually, Bradley Manning is gay. And there's a lot of, when I tell my friends that, there's a lot of hesitation to, oh, we don't want to make this thing about Bradley Manning, we don't want to bring up the fact that he's gay. However, it's already been brought up in specials by Frontline and CNN and a few other news specials that have incorporated the fact that he is gay into criminalizing him. They frame him as a turbulent, disgruntled, gay private in the Army who, by releasing these files, was just lashing out at Don't Ask, Don't Tell, at the Army, at his oppression. But while they criminalize his homosexuality in this sense, like, they completely forget to mention the higher political motives of what he's doing. I have visited, I went to the protest in Quantico, Virginia. There was a massive protest outside of, when he was being held in Quantico, Virginia, about 45 minutes outside of Washington, D.C. About 36 to 40 activists were arrested. We occupied the intersection. Among them were Colonel Ann Wright, Daniel Ellsberg, Elaine Bauer. We occupied the intersection in front of the base, and many were arrested. And then I also went to the protest in Leavenworth, where he was transferred. He was transferred to Leavenworth, and
I pulled this out, sir.
About 300 to 400 people were there for the Leavenworth protest. It was really great. It's unfortunately it's way out in the middle of nowhere, but the fact that 300, 400 people were there was really awesome. An accused WikiLeaker is facing the death penalty right now. Someone who is accused of a whistleblower accused of leaking proof of war crimes to a completely legal publishing organization is facing the death penalty. The fact that this isn't more of an outrage, well, I know why it's not more of an outrage because of the corporate media, but he's one of the most important political prisoners of our generation, period. It's an absurd, it flies in the face of freedom of speech, freedom of press, and the ability for the public to know. If the public does not know, it can't make informed decisions in any sort of political process. If you want to get involved in if you are inspired to get involved in any aspect or to any extent of the movement to free Bradley Manning and to draw attention to the war crimes that he allegedly exposed, check out freebradleymanning.org, or if you're in Chicago, just Google Chicago Free Bradley Manning. There's a group inside of Chicago currently organizing direct action, organizing contingents and parades at different festivals to bring attention to Bradley Manning, to make as much noise around Bradley Manning so that when the trial actually hits, it'll be a huge deal, because it needs to be a massive deal.
Does Verizon hate freedom? Let's find out.
Well, Verizon censored cell phone text messages sent by national pro-choice political activist groups. So yes.
There you have it. Clear evidence that Verizon hates freedom. Help protect internet freedom. Visit these websites to learn more and get involved. Verizon, we never stop censoring for us.
I am a soldier who survived the fear of facing Uncle Sam and saying, "Sir, no sir. I won't fight for lies. Forgive me, wounded soldier, for not being there to ease your pain. I'll try on this end to bring you home now.